So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be discussing Mars in the fifth house of your D9 Navamsa chart. And what happens when Mars is in the fifth house in your D9 Navamsa chart, which is one of the most important charts in Vedic astrology, which is related to your marriage, related to your inner strength of your grahas. It shows what you develop into, it shows the path that you're trying to walk on. And I'm actually to a point now in my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm going to be teaching divisional charts starting in Navamsa next week. Although, like I said, you can join that academy anytime and you'll get the exact same videos and tests no matter when you join. But yeah, next week I'm going to be discussing some deep stuff with the Navamsa. So let's discuss Mars in the fifth house for Navamsa chart. And as always, if you do not know, if you have Mars in the fifth house of Navamsa, where it's placed, all the other astrological details of the main birth chart, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, include my books, consultations, and link to my academy. So when Mars is in the fifth house, so fifth house of the Navamsa is the house of romance, house of fun, house of love, but house of intellect. It's a house of intelligence in terms of dealing with marriage. What are you able to do? See, intelligence, when somebody's intelligent, they deal with things in a calm manner. When somebody's not intelligent and they know very little knowledge, they'll act out of violence. Okay? They'll act out of aggression. And so when we think about intelligence, the last planet we think about is Mars. Although Mars is logic and reasoning, but still, Mars is a royer. A royer intelligence is in the hands. The ability to kill things with swords or with a gun or with the hands or knife. So naturally, when it's in the fifth house, it gives a lot of passion into the married life. A person, because this is you, this is your Navamsa. Okay, this is your Navamsa. So we see that you really want to have fun and have that extraordinary passion in the marriage. You want to bring in that bed of roses in the marriage. But what happens is your intelligence, when you have to deal with the things related to marriage, your intelligence shuts down and your aggression comes out. Meaning either it's your way or the highway. There's no compromising when it comes to using your intelligence. Your intelligence says, just let them know how things are. It's not about how you want things to be and how I want things to be. Let's compromise. No, this is how the things are. This is how we're going to be. This can even happen with the aspect of, Mars upon the fifth house in the Navamsa. But that's one thing. And then the other thing that we see is that there's a lot of aggressive communication in the marriage. Whether it's romantic, normal, angry, it's always going to be in a more aggressive manner. One's going to be much more commanding in their language in the marriage. One is going to be much more aggressive, of what they want. What do you want to do? How we do these things? How it's always aggression. There's irritation. A person can naturally be irritated with the spouse and their communication can become aggressive in that sense. However, one thing we do see that this person, especially through marriage, will accumulate money, will be a great fighter at getting their share of the money. Whether it's a professional workplace, business, family money, money from spouse, they are able to get that money. And they become, naturally they become very aggressive at speed, but also the food habit become quite strong. They love eating spicy food. They may love eating non-veg food. They love eating exotic food or food with a lot of heat in it, a lot of pitta in it. The other thing we also see is such a person will naturally have a lot of strong fantasies, sexual fantasies for the partner to exert. They'll have natural fantasies that they want to play out in their bed pleasure. And such a person also finds huge transformation if they move to a foreign place later in life or after marriage. Transformation, just suddenly, whoever they are, they can change. So let's say if your partner has this, they're aggressive, which I know they are. Okay, regardless of the sign, I already know they are. I already know their communicative style. So what is the solution if you want to transform them? Go to a foreign place. Take them onto a foreign lands. So you will see whenever you guys are in foreign lands, somehow whoever they are kind of changes. When it comes to their aggressive side, it transforms, it changes. Okay, so those are the things you'll notice. And such a person with this Mars can also have habit of gambling, aggressive gambling habits, just aggressively putting money in stock market, sports betting, speculative gains. They're like it's like a risk taker. They take risks and they're not afraid of it. If they lose it all, they're like, okay, fine, I'll rebuild it again. So, I mean, that's another thing you need to kind of like work with this person. But if the other alignments are okay, if let's say Jupiter aspects Mars, let's say from the ascendant, 11th house or something, or 9th house, then what happens is a person has far more intelligence to deal with things. They'll still deal with the aggressive way, but there will be some wisdom in it. And it'll help the person to listen, to not take risk, to not do some of the things that Mars would do alone. So again, these placements that I'm giving you are very strong. They work. But the aspect and conjunction will always alter the qualities and the level of whatever the planet is. See, planet doesn't change with conjunction or aspect. It's simply, it molds its quality. It's all about mold. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 5th house of your Navamsa chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your Mars is placed, all the other astrological details, check out the links here. And also, if you want to join my academy, you can join here. Like I said, I'm going to be discussing 10 divisional charts starting next week. Okay? Bye-bye.